Hello, my name is Brisbane. Welcome for this class, okay, my students. Today we will discuss a topic that is the talking about to travel. We will learn the most common vocabulary, what we use when we go into a trip. Okay. Introduction for this class. For this class, we will cover the vocabulary necessary to travel. We will learn vocabulary in airports, by train, by boat, and a hotel. We will also practice some travel conversations. Okay. The objective for this class is learn vocabulary and common process to be able to travel and learn more about places and cultures. Okay, my students, let's start. Let's first we watch the next video. Please pay attention to grammar and pronunciation. Okay. Okay, you can see the video, students.
Vacation. A holiday. What would you like to do for your next vacation? Travel to the Maldives. Go sightseeing in Italy. Or skiing in Alaska. Destination. The place you are going to. What is your destination? Is it Australia? Or London? Or perhaps Greece? Passport. Your identity travel document. Luggage. Your travel bags. What are you going to pack? Airport. The place where the planes take off and land. You can catch a plane at the airport. Tourist. The person who visits another place. The tourist got lost. Tourist attractions. The famous places the tourists want to visit. What tourist attractions would you like to see? The Eiffel Tower? The Great Wall of China? Or the Taj Mahal? Sightseeing. The activity of going to places. I would like to go sightseeing in Japan. Culture. The way of life of a group of people. What cultures would you like to learn about? African culture? Asian culture? Or Indian culture? Explore. To travel and learn about a new place. I would like to explore Thailand.
Okay, my student, finish the video. I will ask a new question. If you had the opportunity to travel, to what country or place would you go? Pay attention. If you had the opportunity to travel to what country or place would you go? Si tuvieras la oportunidad de viajar, ¿qué país o lugar elegirías para ir? Okay, Asian students will answer me. It can be in Spanish, no problem. Okay, my students, very interesting to know the places to is very well traveled. Okay, the next, we learn and review vocabulary to travel the plane. This vocabulary is important since always the most used in names of transport, and it is most common for when you travel a little from country to country. Okay, repeat after me. Pay attention for the pronunciation. Check, check-in, check-in. Departure, departure. Passport, passport. Gate, gate. Flight, flight. Flight ticket, flight ticket. Flight number, flight number. Boarding, boarding. Boarding, boarding card, boarding card. Baggage, baggage. Suitcase, suitcase. Quarry and back, quarry and back. Late, airline, airline. Land, land. Duty free, duty free. Flight delayed, flight delayed. And passenger, passenger. Okay, let's repeat again with the meaning. Check-in, check-in. En español es facturar o registrarte. Departure, salida. Passport, pasaporte. Gate, puerta de embarque. Avión. Flight, vuelo. Flight ticket, billete de avión. Flight number, número de vuelo. Boarding, embarcar. Boarding card, tarjeta de embarque. Baggage, baggage, recogida de equipaje. Suitcase, esa es la maleta, o para el equipaje también podemos usar baggage. Carry and back, equipaje de mano. Late, tarde. Airline, aerolíneas. Land, aterrizar. Cuando veamos landing, significa que el avión está aterrizando. Duty free, tienda de compra libre de impuestos. Flight delayed, vuelo retrasado. And passenger, pasajero. Okay. And the next, I present you some phrases that we can use travel by plane. Take on as my students. These phrases, for example, do you know which is the gate for flight? ¿Sabes cuál es ¿sabes cuál es la puerta de embarque para el vuelo? What time will we be boarding? ¿A qué hora embarcamos? What time is my flight? ¿A qué hora es mi vuelo? What's my flight number? ¿Cuál es mi número de vuelo? Where is checked in from? ¿Dónde está la facturación? Check which gate is the flight to? Leaving from. ¿En qué puerta sale el avión? How late will the flight be? ¿Cuánto lleva el vuelo retrasado? The flight is delayed by 20 minutes. El avión lleva retrasado 20 minutos. Do you have your boarding card pass? ¿Tienes su tarjeta de embarque? Do you have any baggage to check? ¿Tienes equipaje para facturar? The flight is cancelled. El vuelo se ha cancelado. I've lost my baggage. He perdido mi equipaje. Where is the baggage's reclaim? ¿Dónde está la recogida del equipaje? Okay. This is the vocabulary and the phrases to travel the airplane. And the next. Okay, students, finish learning the vocabulary we needed to travel by the plane. The next is learn vocabulary to travel by the train. Okay, the vocabulary is the next. Repeat after me with the pronunciation. Okay, train station. Estación de tren. Ticket office. Ventanilla, ticket sales. Ventana de billetes. E-way out. Salida. E-way out. Entrada. One-way ticket. Billete solo de ida. Return ticket. Billete de ida y de vuelta. Standard rate. Tarifa normal. Full train. Tren completo. Local train. Cercanías. Engines driver. Maquinista. Sleeping car. Vagón de dormitorio. Freight car. Vagón de carga. Platform. Ademán. Buffer car. Vagón de restaurante o cafetería. We can travel by the train. We can also use more expressions like the following. For example, to take the train. Coger el tren. To miss the train. Perder el tren. To get off the train. Bajar del tren. To transfer train. Hacer traslado. These are more expressions. Okay, the next is the phrases to travel by the train. Examples. Are there my trains to London this weekend? ¿Hay algún tren hacia Londres este fin de semana? When is the next or last train to London? ¿Cuál es el siguiente tren o el último tren a Londres? The time does the next or last train to London. ¿A qué hora sale el próximo o el último tren a London? How much is ticket to? ¿Cuánto es un billete para? O how long does it take to? ¿Cuánto se tarda a? Which platform does the train to leave from? ¿En qué adén sale el tren? Okay, this is the vocabulary for the travel by the train. Okay, my students, we finished learning vocabulary in the trains. We continue with vocabulary of the ships or of the boats, and we will review vocabulary to move around the city and vocabulary for when we live. Okay, let's start, my students. The first is vocabulary for traveling by boat. Okay, this is vocabulary. Repeat. Yacht, velero, ship, barco, port or harbor, puerto, port or harbor, puerto, pier, muelle, to disembark, desembarcar, to embarcar, crossing, travesía, crew, tripulación, cabin, camarote, engine room, sala de máquinas, funnel, chimenea del barco, car deck, cubierta para coches, deck, cubierta o piso del barco, gangway, pasarela, life build, flotador salvavidas, life jacket, chaqueta salvavidas, life boot, bota salvavidas, to sail, navegar, calm sea, mar en calma, open sea, alta mar o mar abierto. The next are the phrases that we can use to travel by the boat, okay? In English is that we the times the next boat too. ¿A qué hora sale el siguiente barco? I would like a ticket for on a passenger. Me gustaría un tiquete para un pasajero. I would like a two beach cabin. Me gustaría un camarote de 2 camas. Where is the information desk or cabin number? ¿Dónde está el mostrador de información o número de cabina? What time does the ferry or cruiser arrive in? ¿A qué hora llega el ferry o el crucero? How long does the crossing take? ¿Cuánto se tarda en hacer la travesía? Check which desk the restaurant or cabin number or shop. ¿En qué piso está el restaurante? El número de cabina o la tienda. Y I feel the sick. Me siento mareado. Okay, the next. Vocabulary to move around the city, okay? Entonces, let's start. Turn right or turn left. Girar a la derecha o girar a la izquierda. Go starting ahead. Siga recto. Fear, tarifa. Underground, metro, Reino Unido. Subway, metro en Estados Unidos. Only way, solo ida. Round trip, ida y vuelta. Road, carretera. Highway, autopista con peajes. Motorway, autopista de Reino Unido. Fairway, autopista sin peajes. Y tool booth, cabina de peaje. The next is vocabulary to easy, to stay in the hotel or in the restaurant, okay, in the hotel. Apartamento, hostel, room, habitación, single room, habitación individual, twin room, double room, habitación doble, available rooms, habitaciones disponibles, bed, cama, king bed, cama doble grande, double beds, cama doble normal, check out, hora de salida, room key, llaves de habitación, room service, servicio de habitación, towel, toalla, breakfast, desayuno, breakfast incluido, desayuno incluido, and more vocabulary we use in this stay, okay? Perfect, dear students, finish the vocabulary review. We are going to practice pronunciation with the dialogues. Let's have groups of 2 to say the conversations, okay? The first conversation is in the hotel. Manuel is staying at the hotel. And the second conversation is in train station. Marta wants to change their train trip. At the end of the journey and participating in the class, while we continue to do select words or travel vocabulary I want to have detected in the conversation. For this, we have 5 minutes. Okay, students? Okay, my students. For the homework, they have to do a script with a conversation in a place using a vocabulary learned today. For the homework. Okay, my students, that was all for today. See you next class. And goodbye, my students. See you in the next class.